Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching the video. In this video, you're going to learn how to make an calculator app in code.org. You will learn how to design and you will learn how to do the code also. So let's continue. We make our project. Before that, I would like to show you the example. Okay, so this is the example. As you can see in here, we are inside the code.org platform, and this at the left side corner you will find out the design area where you can see your app, how it's designed. You can design from here. So in here you see we have some text input, we have some labels, and we have some buttons. We will do live test. I will click on run. In here I will type the first number, for example, let's say 50. I will type 50, and the second number will be also 50. So I can do plus 50 plus 50, the answer will be 100. 50 minus 50, answer will be 0. If I click on multiply, they will multiply it for me. If I click on divide, they will divide it for me. So this is our application. This is how we will be designing our own. So let's start. We create our own. We are going to go to click on create. Inside the create, we will click on app lab. Once we have clicked on app lab, it will bring us to the design or the code area. Okay, so now we are inside our project. In this project, you can see at the left side we have an empty place or empty stage, and the right side we have a workspace which is empty place also. We didn't do any code. This is our toolbox where we can find all of our codes and so on other. So first we will start designing our app. For designing, we will click on design. Inside design, in here we have different components which we will be using, but the first of all, for the screen one, which in here I need to give what? First I will change the name. I will type main screen, and I will select a color, a background color for my screen. Let's say I would like to use a black color or this type. Okay, so this will be our background. Now this is done. First in here I need to define the app title. For example, I will use label. For this label, I'm gonna rename it. I will type calculator. So this will be our calculator title or label. And then what we will do, and after this we need to change the color so that we can see it more clearly. I will change it to white, or okay, I will change to white color, and I can increase the font size so we can read it more clearly. Let's say 30. Okay, that much will be enough. So this one will be defining our calculator title or the app name. Okay, so the title is done. After the title, what we will do is we will need to use two text input. What for is the text input? Text input will allow user to input the data. For example, the app is asking their what? The first number and the second number. So we need to input in here. So for that one, first I need to define or make them differentiate due to we will use two inputs. So first one we will say first number. I can delete all of them. I will just give them name first number, and in here I can change the text color, the color that they will be typing. It will be, let's say, black color. Yeah, dark black. Okay, so when a user is typing something inside this one, so that will be a black color. Let's check first. I will click on run, and I will type something. As you can see, it's a black color. Okay, the color of the text input is done. After that, we can increase the size of our text also. When we type, let's say 16. Let me check first if 16 is enough or no. Yeah, that can be enough. Okay, so first text input, I will add one more text input. That one will be our second number. I will do the same process, change the color to black, and I will change the font size to 16. There you go. Okay, we can make our text input circle also. Like we can say the container, we can make it circle by changing the border radius. Let's say 50. So it will look like this and it will look like this. So I will make both of them circle type so we can make it more perfect, more look good. Okay, so this is our two text input, but in here still people will not understand what does it mean. For making it more understandable to our user, we will use label at the top of each component, each text input, and we will type first number so they can understand what we want from the user in this text input. So I will say first number. Okay, this will be the first number. I will change the color to white. That can be readable. I will change the font size also around 16. Okay, that's readable. I will do the same process for the second one also. I will drop it at the top of the text input. Okay, I will change the size, font size 16, change the color to white. Now I will change the text to second number. Okay, so first number and second number, both of them are clear to us. It's ready to use. Now what we will do is, after this we need to add buttons. Okay, the buttons will be the plus, minus and multiply, and the operators will be the all operators. We will use plus. YouTube will click on it and the process will be started. So for that one, I will drag the button component. I will drag 4 components due to I need 4, and I will resize one by one. Yeah, let me start from the first one. I will change this one and I will type, let's say, plus. This will be our plus one. I will change the name also to plus. I can type alphabets plus. Okay, I will change the background to white. Yeah, the gray color will be also perfect, and the text will be white. I will increase the font size, let's say 30 will be good, and I will make it circle. Yeah, border radius will be 50. Let me make it 100. Okay, I can resize this, which can be perfect. This much will be perfect. So the plus icon is ready for us. We will work on our next buttons. Yeah, let me fix the second button. The second button will be minus. I will type this one also minus or hyphen. And the background color, the same process. I will make it gray, light gray. Font size 30, and the border radius will be 100. Okay, now I just need to resize them from this area, so that can be perfect match. Yeah. Okay, the second button is also ready. I'm gonna design the third button, which will be multiply button. Let's say X button, and I will change this one multiply. Okay, so multiply button is also ready. Just change the background, same as normal others. And I will change the font size to 30, and I can change this one. Okay, make this one 25 due to the X icon is a little bit bigger than the others. Okay, 25 will be perfect. 100, and I need to resize. Okay, the third button is also ready. I will design next button or the last button, which will be divide. Yeah, division. For division, we're going to use a slash icon or a slash one. So I will use a slash, and I will make the background same as the others. Make this one 30 and border radius 100. Okay. Okay, so our 4 buttons are ready. Everything for this 4 button, that was all we did. They're all ready, and now what do we do is we will add one more label. That label will show us the result. Yeah, not a button, sorry. I will drag a label and I will change the label name to result. I will change the text also. I will make the text empty, but I will change the text color to white, and I will change the font size to 30. Okay, let me check. I will type also result just to show the Okay, it looks like it's perfect. This much will be enough for our result. Okay, so our design, that's all for our design. We are done. I will come back to the code. In the code, what we will do is, in here first we will make two variables. The two variable is for what? The two variable will help us to take the data from the text input 1 and the text input 2. So why we need to take the data? Actually, when the user inputs a number, we don't know, right? So for knowing the number, we will use variable. Okay, so I will go back to the code, and here we will design, or we'll make two variables. One variable for the first number, one variable for the second number. Okay, let's say number. Okay, in here I'll type number 1. Okay, in the second place, okay, so our variables are ready. We needed two variable. Now we will directly start from our code for each of them. We will directly get the data, and on the spot we will multiply them, or we will plus them, we will minus them, and so on. How do we do? Actually, we'll start from the first code. We tell him on event the ID, which ID has been clicked. Let's say the first ID is the plus one, right? We have a plus, so I will say when the plus button is clicked, then you do what? In here we made a function, right? So for this function, first what we will do, we will call our variables to get the data. Okay, we take the data from who? We will take the data from our text inputs. Okay, so I will drag to this one, and I will type the same as their names. For example, number 1, and the second place number 2. So number 2 will take the data from number 2, number 1 will take the data from number 1 text input. How do we get the data from the text input? We need to go to the UI control again. In here we have get text. So get text, or in here we don't have a text, right? We store numbers, so we take get number, yeah, not get text. So we'll drag the get number, we will drop it in here. We get number from who? In here we need to select our first number and the second number. These are the text inputs, the one we will input the data. So let's say the first number, I will get first from the first number, and the second number I will get from the second number. So we will know that what has our users they input, which number our user selected for multiplication, or for the plus, or for the minus, or for the division. Okay, now we have the data. For example, he selected 5 for the first number, and for the second number he selected 5 also. So we have both of them available with us. Now it's time for us to do what? To set our number or our result. In here we will tell him to set our result label. I'll find out the result. To what? In here, while showing the result, we directly do the plus. We call our operator, we take the plus operator. In here we type number 1 and number 2. Simply we just type our variable numbers, and he will directly plus for us the number 1 with the number 2. Okay, this is done. Let's check for our result first. For the plus button, we did the code. Let's see the plus button is working or not. So I will simply click on run. And here I will type, let's say 5 and 5. I will click on plus. The result will be 10. It shows us the result. Okay, I will change this one to 10 plus 5. I'll click on plus 15. There you go. It's working for us. So it was pretty simple, right? Isn't it? The same process we will do for our second or other numbers. Yeah. Simply we will drag one event. In the event we will select our purpose. What will be our purpose? This time our second one is minus. So I will select minus. If minus button is clicked, so what will happen? The same process. We drag two variables, and we type the variable names. Okay, the same process. I will go to the UI and I will get number. I'll get number 1 and get number 2. In here I will select the first number and the second number. Okay, we have the data. Now we directly set our number. While setting the number, we will directly do the minus and also. We set number to which place? To result, yeah. In the result, we go to mathematics. We will drag the minus. In here, we do opposite, yeah. We type number 2 minus number 1, yeah. So usually in here, we need to do the opposite so that the minus function or the minus operator does not do the opposite one, yeah. So let's try. We click on run. In here, I type 5 minus 10. I click on minus. This is the result, yeah. So when we minus 5 from the 10, we will have 5. If I minus 10 out of 10, we will have 0. There you go. Okay, so this is working. We are done. The same process we will do for our 2 other buttons. Simply we will drag them. We will drop them in here. We will select our button. Which button? Multiply button. If the multiply button is clicked, so what will happen? We drag our variables. Okay, we type number 1. And number 2. Okay, what they will do, they will drag or they will get number from our text inputs. He will get the number 1 and he will get the number 2. Okay, the numbers, all of them we get. Now we set our number result. We set it in the result, yeah. We select result. For the result, what will be shown? We do multiplication, yeah. We drag the multiply button. In here we type multiply the number 1 with the number 2. So whatever is stored in the number 1 will be multiplied with the number 2. Let's check. Let's say I will want to multiply 4 by 10. There you go, 40. If I want to multiply 6 by 10, it will be 60. Okay, simple. So the result is working for us. We do the last one, which is our division. We will drag the same one event and I will select the button, which is divide or division, yeah. Divide button. When the divide button is clicked, what will happen? The same process. We get the data, what the user type, number 1 with number 2. We go to UI, we get the numbers. That's not the number, sorry. Get number and get number. We take number from first number. This one will be second number. After we get the second and the first number, what we will do now, we will set our result, yeah. For setting number, we set our number. And when setting the number, we select the result. We set our number in which place and our result. And we go to the operators. We multiply our first number with our, sorry, we divide our first number with our second number 1 with number 2. Okay, we are done with all of the project. This was all how we do the code. Code was pretty simple and the design also. So let's check our result, how it's working out. I will increase the size and I will click on run. Now I will type the first number. We start one by one from the plus, minus, multiply and the divide. So I will type 10 plus 20, it will be 30. There you go. If I type 10 minus 20, it will be 10. Okay, and let's say 10 multiply 20, it will be 200. If I divide 10 by 20, it will be 0.5. Okay, so this was our result. Our calculator is ready. I hope you learned how to design the app and how to do the code. The code is pretty simple. You can do a text version of the code also, and you can do the drag and drop one also. It depends on how do you want it. Okay, that was all. Thank you so much for the watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share to your friends. See you in my next video.